Hi everybody. So today we're going to see about the native VLAN. Okay. So 802 802.1q has a feature called native VLAN. Okay. So ISL does not have this feature. Okay. So the native VLAN is VLAN 1. Okay. So the native VLAN is VLAN 1. By default on all the trunk port, however, this can be manually configured on each trunk port. This is VLAN. So it is manually configured in the trunk port is VLAN 1 is native VLAN. Okay. So the switch does not add an 802.1q tags to the frames in the native VLAN. Okay. So in the native VLAN, the tags will not frames, so does not add the frames. Okay, so when the switch receives an untagged frame on a trunk port, it assumes the frames belongs to the native VLAN. Okay, so next we're going to see about the router on a stick. Okay, so there is only a one single physical interface connecting to the router and the switch. Okay, so router on a stick means, so it will be one interface. Then one interface, so we will connecting to the connecting router and the switch. So it looks like a stick on a network topology diagram. Okay, so it looks like a stick. So this is a router, so it will be like this. So it is looking like a stick. Okay, so one physical interface being used on the R1 to R2 connected to the S2. So this is R1. This is a switch. Okay. So but actually we can actually divide this one physical interface into three separate sub interface. Okay, so which will allow us to perform the inter-VLAN routing with only one physical interface. These three logical sub interface are really one physical interface. Okay, so this physical interface can act as a three. Okay, so this three logical sub interface can act as a virtual interface. Okay, so the router on a stick. Okay, so the router on a stick is used to route between the multiple VLANs using a single interface on the router on switch. So the switch interface is configured as a regular trunk. The router interface is configured using the sub interfaces using configure VLAN tag. So the router interface configured using the sub interfaces. You can configure the VLAN tag and IP addresses on the each sub interfaces. Okay. So the router will behave as a frames as if the frames. So the router will behave as if the frames arriving as a certain VLAN tag have arrived on the sub interface configured with the VLAN. Okay. The router will tag the frames and send to the each sub interfaces with the VLAN tag. Okay, so it's configured as the configured on the sub interfaces. Okay, so we, not only the physical interface, the virtual interfaces also, um, we can with the virtual interface also we can send through the packets. Okay, so that is the router on stick. Okay, so thanks for watching my video. Okay, so if any doubts, please leave a doubts on the comment box. Thank you.